Why do they never go in for me?
Hey everybody, back again with a really quick video, I promise this time. So it's Johnnyceed's 200 subscriber contest. Labels out. Johnny's a great chap. I really enjoy his videos. He posts on a whole load of stuff and he's just a really nice chap. So got to support fellow UK VC members. So I thought I'd just show a few labels. Now what I've done is I've just gone through some of my favourite 7-inch labels, just to be a bit different maybe. When I was younger in the 80s, I listened to a lot of my music on 7-inch. They were cheap to pick up, you could easily pick them up all over the shop. You still can, but so I thought I'd just whiz through some of my favourite 7-inch labels that I used to. What the difference between 7-inch labels and 12-inch labels for me was, well, album labels was, I would actually watch the 7 inches spinning round because there'd only be like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes on average. I would actually stand over my turntable and watch these things play. An album, you tend to go and sit down, do something else. You don't tend to watch them so well. I didn't anyway. So here we go with some 7-inch labels that I used to watch spinning around on my turntable. First off, we got a batch of what to me are iconic not singles labels, but iconic labels, iconic record labels. So the first one, obviously, I'm going to show, to me, Parlophone. One of the iconic 7 inches, well, iconic singles labels. Iconic labels, even. What am I talking about? So this is my copy, my beaten up copy of She Loves You. I'm pretty sure this was my mum. This is really beaten up, but I can't get rid of it because it was my mum's, this one. So, Parlophone, I spent that loads of time watching that whiz round on various albums and stuff. And of course, if you've got Parlophone, you've got to have Apple. So there's a nice Apple label. This is my copy of Let It Be. There we go, Apple. Coming more up to date, I don't know why, but one of the labels I got a lot of records of is this one, and this is Food. There's a lot of bands that I liked that are on Food, and I really like that label. I suppose it's kind of a American style, like it looks like it might be of a inspiration was an American banknote or something, but there you go. So that's Food. Really like that one. One of, I guess, probably if you're a fan of music from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, one of the labels that you probably ended up seeing quite a lot of was Island. And growing up in the 80s, I saw a couple of different Island labels that I was really familiar with. One was this orange one. This is my copy of Plastic Age by the Buggles. So that one I remember pretty well. But probably one I remember most, and I've got more records of, is this one, which is I think that's the main 80s Island label. That is, I just quite like it. It just really brings back the memories, that one. So that was my copy. That's my copy of Charlotte Ann by G & Co. One label I've only got into more recently, although I did have a couple of albums I think with it on, and I really like it. Let's get it round the right way. So it's this one. It's the Liberty label. Creedence in the UK were released on Liberty. This one's Canned Heat, my copy of Going Up the Country. Really like that one. I just like the cut. I think those two kind of shades of blue just work well together. And one that I always remember spinning around is Polydor, Slade, and which way around is it? There we go. Slade, and this is my copy of Derek and the Dominoes is Layla. Gets that one there. There we go. Just remember that. That just to me is I just spent hours watching that whiz around. One of my favourite pictures, I guess. One of my favourite labels on the album is Electra, and what I like about their 7-inches, they kind of carried on the theme. So we've got an Electra, my copy of Riders on the Storm, and they have little caterpillars instead of butterflies. They have butterflies in the Electra label, don't they? But I really love this caterpillar label, just really like that. Label I got loads of music on, and I remember this so well. So from Gary Newman, The Cult, The Fall, which is what I'm going to show, all kinds of stuff, is this Beggars Banquet label. Always loved that. Really, really like that. Just the same on both sides. So that's my copy of Hit the North by The Fall. Love that label. And probably I've got to show this one because it's probably my favourite label in terms of artists and roster and the amount of time I spent listening. So it's a really simple label, but it's creation. Absolutely, that to me, so much time spent watching that one. So this is my copy of Destroy the Heart by The House of Love. I've got several singles, several records on Creation, and they're basically the same design. Another one I really like, and this is an iconic label, is this one, Merciful Release, which I think there weren't that many bands released on Merciful Release. I think they eventually became a WEA imprint, but of course this is the Sisters of Mercy record label. My copy of Alice, love that, absolutely love that, worn by many a goth on a t-shirt. And then I have to mention this one, so I've got a copy of See My Baby Jive on Harvest. Really lovely looking label, that one. And then I've got a few customs, only 4 customs, but they're ones I particularly like. So we've got this one, The Alarm. I love the poppy symbol by The Alarm, and I particularly like this one. They didn't have the poppy on all their labels, they kind of mixed and matched, but I like that one. I think that's a really good label, really pretty label. Another label that I got a fair few records off is ZTT. Ooh, this is had it. I might have to get a new copy of this. Well, I've got it on album. Didn't realise that was that bad. So The Art of Noise, one of my favourite bands on ZTT, especially the early stuff. So we've got Happy, Sad, Happy, Sad. So I just love the whole of ZTT's like design. I thought they were just a fantastic label. So that was my copy of The Art of Noise, Close to the Edit. Another band I love, mainly got on 12-inch, but I got one 7-inch, and it's a really pretty one. So it's the Manic Street Preachers. That's a lovely label, look at that, I love that. This is my copy of Stay Beautiful, which was released on, is this WEA? No, Columbia. So this is the Columbia release of Stay Beautiful. And then possibly from my favourite record sleeve of all time, my favourite t-shirt of all time, and this is quite a nice remix of a label. We've got, this is my 7-inch of Higher Than the Sun by Primal Scream, just as a kind of a remix of one of my favourite designs. Absolutely love that cover, absolutely love this label. So there we go. Quick whiz through some of my favourite labels. Hope you enjoyed it. Johnny, well done on getting 200 subs. Splendid channel. Go and look. I'll try and leave a link in the description. Try to remember to do that. I'm hopeless at doing that kind of thing. But thanks very much for watching. All right. Cheers, everyone. Bye.